Okay, I won't have a whole lot to go over. One of the things, we'll just turn those papers in next week because I realize some of you are gone and may tune in a little later. And the comment was made, this is probably, well, not probably, but this is from 2 years ago. Some of you remember that, so might look familiar. But what we wanted to go over very quickly is sometimes some of these organic compounds may have multiple ways of doing these. So let's just go ahead and take a regular approach on what you might do, okay? And what would you start with here?
Carbon.
Okay, so then how would you want to try to bond that carbon to begin with? Let's just go in a regular fashion. We'll just try that of a single bond, okay? So that means 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one carbon. Let's go ahead and do another one. Okay, and then there is our third one. So then now we've got 6 hydrogens to contend with. Well, we can put 3 of them here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here's 6. Okay, so there's our 6 hydrogens. Well, now we've got 1 oxygen to contend with. Maybe we could do that here.
Double
One. You're already 3 steps ahead of us. No, that's fine. Let's let the rest of everybody catch up. So there's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, what we could say is this works if this was a -1 charge. Then all we would have to do is just do that, and then everything would be stable. But that doesn't work because this does not have a -1 charge. So moving forward, a single bond doesn't work here. So let's maybe try a double bond somewhere. So maybe between these first 2 carbons. Do dots in this. Yeah, that's fine. That shows up. Okay. So then here's a dot. There's a dot. Then, maybe above and below. Okay, so that carbon's done. Oh, we have to have something to bond it to, though. So let's put this X here, then deal with another carbon, and let's go ahead and make that 2, 3, 4. And it doesn't really look like anything's working out here when we're double bonding these, but we still have our hydrogens left. So let's maybe put an oxygen here, okay, just like what we did up there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll go ahead and put a triangle there for a hydrogen. Looks like we could put a hydrogen here and make that a triangle. And then a hydrogen here and a hydrogen here. Looks to me like we're about out of spots, and we still have more hydrogen to go, don't we? So if we stopped here, that carbon's got 2, 4, 6, 8. This carbon 2, 4, 6, 8. This carbon 2, 4, 6. So that's not working. And since that hydrogen is there, we can't double bond that. So it just doesn't happen to be in the right order. So maybe we need to put a carbon double bonded to an oxygen like you had said earlier. So let's maybe go ahead. We'll try a different color now.
What if we just went back to like the original setup and then just change that one?
This one?
Yeah. Can we just take the
Oh, instead of reinventing the wheel? Yeah, maybe. In order to do that, okay, let's see here. The X's are for the carbon, so that means we've got to take this one out and this one. So 1, 2. Okay. And then,
Move the one on.
and maybe we could, we can't do a double bond there either. So we had a hydrogen there. So let's take care of this. I'm running out of space. Okay, triangle, triangle, oxygen. Okay. Then 2, 4, 6, and 8. That oxygen's done. We got 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks like everything is all right except 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So we knew a double bond had to go in there. That's why we said you're about 3 steps ahead of us. So we've accounted for everything. We've got 3 carbons. We've got 6 hydrogens, 3, 5, and 6, and then there is our lone oxygen. But what else can carbon do that many other elements can't? Obviously, it can double bond. Oxygen can double bond. But what might carbon be able to do? Let's maybe try a triple bond, because that might be something we'll ask you down the road, is show this compound in both having a double and a triple bond. So let's go ahead and start here. And then there's our other carbon. Okay, so we need one more. Oops, we need to make a bond though, don't we? Can't just leave him here. Okay. Then we've got a dot here. We'll do an X for that hydrogen. Okay. Then let's go ahead and single bond here. Just try it, because we still have this oxygen to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then hydrogen there. We're not quite getting this to work out, are we? So there's a hydrogen, there's a hydrogen. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're close, but that isn't quite working yet either.
Triple bond the carbon to the oxygen.
You can't, or oxygen can't do that.
Or triple bond the middle carbon to the other carbon.
And that's something we could maybe try.
But it won't change anything, will it?
Maybe if we branch that oxygen off of there after a triple bond. Let's combine what you're saying. What we mean by that is, okay, so we're going to do a triple bond here, and then that means, okay, we can't do that because that's 12, okay, 6, 8, this one's got 6, that one's got 12, so that's not going to work. So,
Exactly how I feel when it's
I'm going to have to look at that one, because I know this works as a double and a triple bond, but we didn't want to take a lot of your time. But we've already figured one of them out with a double bond, because this will come up next week. So the rest of the time is yours, and we'll have something for you when you return. So I don't have anything new for next week, but I would presume that we'll wrap this up on this problem here on Monday. Then Tuesday,
I'll be gone on Tuesday.
okay? Will you be here in the morning at all?
No, I'm going on a college visit.
Okay. So I think we'll have your next assignment. I'm just going to write that down quick so I make note of that. We'll just say worksheet 2, because I will not be here next Wednesday. It's our Dakota Valley Conference meet in Arlington. And that's where the region is too. Back-to-back weeks on Wednesday.
We were already so far into the year.
So that we are. And we are pretty far into the year. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the 7th week, right? I think it's the 7th week.
No, this is 6. I think next week's 7.
Okay. And maybe next week is the 7th week. So we'll assign that on Tuesday. Wednesday, you'll have time to work on that. Then Thursday, we'll think of something because we don't have class for very long on Thursday because we have parent-teacher conferences, and then on the October 11th, we don't have school, or the following Monday. So the 11th, no school, and the 14th, no school. So for some of the fall sports, they're starting to wind down. I know soccer, that's probably in their playoffs. Next week, you could say that for cross country, it's not that DVC is a playoff, but it's getting one step closer to the state meet. So cross country will start winding down in a couple of weeks. Football, it's not that it's winding down. For some teams, it will be, because I would be led to believe there's maybe 3 weeks left in the counting tonight, 3 weeks left in the regular season, and then football playoffs start. And then, of course, a week after that, then your volleyball playoffs start. And hopefully, it's when everyone's that busy, I think you all would agree that the time just kind of, it doesn't trickle along, it just kind of, and it doesn't putz along, it cruises right along at a pretty good pace. Yeah, enough rambling, so we'll catch up to you next time.